Good morning, children. Today we will see very important concept in the basic concepts of OOPS. That concept is inheritance. In our previous class, we will discuss many things about basic concepts of OOPS. In these basic concepts of OOPS, the first concept is class. The second one is object, and then encapsulation. The fourth one is data hiding and data abstraction, and then fifth one is polymorphism, and then constructor and destructor. Finally, today we will see the topic is inheritance. These are basic concepts of OOPS. Once we will developing in a programming side, we will become a very good programmer in OOPS concept. These concepts knowledge is very important, all of you. Otherwise, we cannot create a program. So that's why I am now today teach about inheritance. Before this session of inheritance, quickly I teaching about our definition only. I say about class. What is a class? Generally, class is a way to bind the data and its associated function together. Here second one is object. This object is nothing but is a group of data and functions into a single entity. Okay, is related to functions. Sir, what do you say, sir? Quickly, how can we understand, sir? We'll go for an Paramadir Solai. We want a juice. So if we get a juice means we'll go fruit stall. Okay, so fruit means mango. Clear? In this statement, mango is a object. Okay, here fruit is a class. That's all. We can quickly understand. So in a sketch box, the complete sketch box is a class. A single color of sketch pen, green or yellow or blue. This is object. That's why I am telling you, class is a way to bind the data and its associated function together. Object is a group of self-sufficient subprogram with specific functional area. Okay. Third one is encapsulation. This is very important questions. These three divisions. But encapsulation is nothing but the mechanism by which the data and functions into a single entity. Then it is called encapsulation. So I have to do the English word in encapsule means the mechanism, no? The data and functions into a single entity. Then it is called encapsulation. We know the data hiding and data abstractions is a security to provide the data. This is the basic concepts of OOPS in a very important concepts. Data hiding and data abstractions, these two providing security to the data. That's why this is a very good advantages of OOPS. Okay. The fifth one is an polymorphism. About two classes we will discuss it previously. One is function overloading and then operator overloading. But now I'll say about the definition of polymorphism, the ability of an object to respond differently to different messages. Then it is called polymorphism. In this polymorphism achieved through two things. One is function overloading, another one is object overloading. That about last class we discussed with the program also. I think so all of you understand clearly what are the concepts, how to create a program. Okay, yes. But today the session, especially I came for today the session is these two concepts. One is inheritance. In the inheritance, in between constructor and a destructor, but concept is inheritance. Sir, what's a constructor and destructor? All of you, first we know, will create and initialized any function, suppose reservation, anything. Okay, in a place, you are occupied that place, what is the confirmation? Example tell you, any textbook, any kerchief, that will have to put it no. So, you came before the kerchief is somebody's or allocated or allotted this place. Okay, that's why intimation will come. So, constructor is nothing but initialized 0. And then destructor is nothing but remove the memory space. So that's why constructor and a destructor, these two special function in a basic concepts of OOPS or any programming also. In these two concepts will inside any inheritance. Okay, so what is inheritance? I am living here without inheritance. I am not here. So I came from my divine parents. Okay, my humble mother and godly father. So these two people's my base class, I am the derived class. That's why I came here. My dear children, here what is inheritance definition? This is a very, very important concepts in OOPS. This question will ask, which of the following is the most powerful in OOPS? The answer is, sometime will ask polymorphism, inheritance, classes and object, encapsulation. You know, I think so exact answer is inheritance. So, the most important and then powerful in OOPS concept is inheritance. Most important concepts in OOPS means classes and object. But most powerful in C++ is nothing but inheritance. In this inheritance about, we will see today the process of acquiring the base class properties into derived class properties. Then it is called as inheritance. Okay, sir, you are asking, sir, what is base class, what is derived class? So simple example, okay, we are came from getting many more knowledge, getting from our gurus. That's why here guru is a base class. Guru is a base class. Shishya is a derived class. Okay, yes, I think so you can understand. But Shishya getting more knowledge from Guru, but Guru is the existing class or old class. That's why base class, existing class. Another also name is that it is an old class. Okay, here Shishya is a derived class. Shishya is a newborn baby, or it is called simply it's a new class. Okay, but in this derived class or new class came from base class or existing class. Okay, this is a proper definition to represent the process of acquiring the base class properties into derived class. Then it is called inheritance. This is the best example. Sometimes this question asking 2 mark or 3 mark. Okay, so anyway you have to prepare. And then in this type of inheritance, there are 5 types. There are 5 types of inheritance. Simply we call types of inheritance. Okay, yes. So what are the types of inheritance? This is about, now I will say one by one. Number 1 is single inheritance. Okay. Number 2 is a multiple inheritance. And then number 3 is a multi-level inheritance. And then the 4th one is hybrid inheritance. And then 5th one is a hierarchical inheritance. So generally there are 5 types. 5 types is important. 2 mark and then sometime asking 1 mark also. Number 1 is single inheritance, multiple, multi-level, and then hybrid, finally hierarchical. Okay, these type of inheritance about we will see now one by one. What are the differences? How will we change? How to make a program about we will discuss now. We will see types of inheritance. Already we know single, multiple, multi-level, hybrid and hierarchical. First type is single inheritance. Is single inheritance, only one base class, only one derivative class. Okay, but derivative class is deriving from the base class. So this is a single inheritance. Second one is here you to see the multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance is nothing but 2 or more base classes but only one derivative class. Example for I am one of the example. I came from my godly daddy, my humble mother. I came from my father and my mother. Okay, I am here the derivative class. These 2 base class. So 2 or more base classes and only one derivative class, then it is called multiple inheritance. Okay, this is about we are making a program. We can understand quickly or easily. Okay, but third one is here multi-level. In this multi-level inheritance, this is third one is the multi-level inheritance. This is multi-level inheritance. Okay, in this multi-level inheritance, what said? Here B is a derivative class, came from A, so A is a base class. Here C is a derivative class, came from B. Here C derivative class is C only, C base class is B. B base class is A. Sir, simple example you taught me, sir. Okay, here grandfather and then father and then son. So grandfather is a base class and then father is a derivative class. When the father is a base class, son is a derivative class. Now son is a base class is father, the father is base class is grandfather. So this type is the fourth type of multi-level. It's not a fourth type, multi-level inheritance. Okay, yes. And then hybrid. Hybrid about we know. Here 2 or more types of inheritance. In this program, you see, this is only one base classes in deriving 2 derivative classes. Here 2 or more base classes, but here 2 base classes, but only one derivative classes. So here also this also one type of inheritance, and then this also one type of inheritance. We know this process about. Okay, this is one base class, 2 or more derivative class. Okay, this is one type of inheritance is a hierarchical. Okay, but here derivative class D is came from base class B and C. Okay, so this type of inheritance 2 or more base classes from only is multiple. Okay, so this is multiple, but this is hierarchical. So any 2 types combining together into a single program, then it is called hybrid inheritance. So this is 4th type. That's why the common this type of inheritance is hybrid inheritance. Okay, so hybrid inheritance is nothing but 2 or more types of inheritance combined together into a program. We're making a program, then it is called what? Hybrid inheritance. The final concept, dear children, hierarchical is nothing but only one base class, many derived classes. Okay, sir. Simple example, sir. Teacher teaching a lesson that knowledge will goes to all the children. That's why student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. Okay, here going to many, 2 or more, 1, 2, 3, 4. But base class is teacher. Here S1, S2, S3, S4 or Sishyas. Okay. This type of inheritance is nothing but hierarchical. Only one base classes is deriving many derived classes is nothing but hierarchical inheritance. Okay. Yes. This is important questions. But finally and final only 1-2 mark asking every time. In this programming advantages. Sorry, in this inheritance advantages. Okay. In this advantages of inheritance, it promotes the reusability of code. Promotes the reusability of code. Okay, promotes the reusability of code. Okay, yes. And number 2 is inheritance is a consistency of here. Consistency of interface. Okay, yes. And then third one is code sharing and reusability of code sharing and reusability of code. Again, I am telling you there are three advantages. It promotes the reusability of code. That's why reusability of code. Okay, and then consistency of interface. Finally, is a code sharing. Okay, yes. Promotes the reusability of code, consistency of interface, and then code sharing. These are the advantages of inheritance. Okay, in these types of inheritance, a related program, these 5 types about we will see the next class. Okay, yes, thank you.